Now for this week's edition of Mike Speaks Out. This week, Mike Speaks Out tackles a topic regarding both of the quarterbacks playing in tonight's Super Bowl. Eli Manning said before the season started that he believes he is in the same class as Tom Brady, but is he actually one of the NFL's elite quarterbacks? Eli Manning was facing a lot of criticism at the end of last season because he threw a league-high 25 interceptions. During August, before the season started, Eli Manning said he considers himself in the same class as Patriots quarterback Tom Brady. This took a lot of guts from Manning, coming off a not-so-great season. However, Eli had a great season this year, throwing for 4,933 yards during the regular season with a 61% completion percentage and 29 touchdowns. That seems like a great season to me, and Eli's 92.9 rating only confirms this. So far this postseason, Manning has thrown for 923 yards with 8 touchdowns and a 103.1 rating in 3 games. It's not only this year that Eli has been putting up good numbers. Eli has a ring, a Super Bowl MVP trophy, and over 27,000 yards on his record. It seems like Eli is at his prime right now and will go nowhere but up in the future. When I think of an elite quarterback, I think of someone who is clutch and can perform in the playoffs, has won at least one Super Bowl, is a Super Bowl MVP, and has great stats. But most importantly, the mark of an elite quarterback is a leader. Eli Manning has certainly led his team to the Super Bowl this year with a stellar playoff performance. He has already beaten Tom Brady in the Super Bowl, and if he can do it again tonight, he will certainly be in Brady's class, maybe even above it. I guess you can add a T and an E to the end of Eli's name. Now for some this day in sports history. In 1989, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar becomes the first NBA player to score 38,000 points, and in 1998, author Tom Clancy confirms he signed an agreement to purchase Minnesota Vikings for slightly more than $200 million, an NFL record. Now it's time for this week's Top 5. Top 5 this week is the top 5 Super Bowl bloopers of all time. At 5, we have Janet Jackson having a wardrobe malfunction while singing with Justin Timberlake in the 2004 Super Bowl. I won't go into detail about what happened, but if you want to find out, research it. At 4, we have Bills running back Thurman Thomas forgetting where he put his helmet and being forced out of the first 2 plays of Super Bowl 26. However, his day didn't get much better as he ran for only 13 yards and his team lost by 13 points. At 3, we have Christina Aguilera forgetting the words of the Star-Spangled Banner before the Super Bowl last year. There's not really any excuse for a professional singer who's practiced the song tons of times and performed all over the globe to forget the words, even at the nation's biggest sporting event. At 2, we have Dolphins kicker Garo Yepriman throwing an interception that was returned for a touchdown after his field goal was blocked, with the Dolphins leading 14-0. However, the Dolphins still won the game and had the only perfect season in NFL history. And the worst Super Bowl blooper of all time is Cincinnati Bengals fullback Stanley Wilson facing a relapse of his cocaine addiction on the eve of Super Bowl 23. This was his 3rd violation of the NFL's drug policy and was therefore banned from the league for life. Also, his team lost to the 49ers the next day, 2016. Now for my Super Bowl prediction. I think the final score of the game will be 31-27, and the Giants will win the game. Tom Brady and the Patriots will be looking for revenge, but the Giants will get some big plays and put pressure on Tom Brady. Eli Manning will win the Most Valuable Player award, and tonight's game will be an almost exact replica of the 2008 Super Bowl. Thank you for watching today's episode. Have a wonderful day and a very happy Super Bowl Sunday, and I'll see you next week.